hello there. Welcome to Marci's Minute. Today, I want to talk about self-loathing. Okay. It's easy to get into a habit of feeling bad about ourselves. It's kind of like we hop onto this hamster wheel and we just go round and around and around thinking these negative thoughts about ourselves, and we just can't get off of it. Like we're just running on that hamster wheel. This can be classified as self-loathing. And I used to think that self-loathing was really easy to spot when someone was doing it. But what I've learned is that yes, it can be easy. I also found that it can be subtle as well. We get in these negative cycles about ourselves, and we just believe that what we're thinking is factual, like it's true, so we don't identify that it's self-loathing. Okay. So one way to spot it is I want you to notice how you feel. I want you to notice your thoughts when you look in the mirror or when you look at a photo of yourself. Okay. What are those thoughts? If we have this constant negative self-talk that causes us to feel ashamed or embarrassed, it might be telling us that we are self-loathing. So here's one way to do a check, okay? I want you to step back and notice like how you're thinking about yourself in a myriad of different situations. Like, what do you think about yourself in relationships, like with your spouse, as a mother, as a friend, as a person, as a daughter? Like, what do you think about yourself? Just notice, like, what about at your job? Like, how do you view yourself there if you have a job? Like socially, like, what do you think about yourself in social situations? Okay. So your opinion of yourself matters, and it determines like how you feel and what you do. You can't fake this. Okay. You might think you can, but you can't. If you have a low opinion of yourself, you're going to feel like maybe inferior or critical or rejected, insecure, like lots of different feelings. And when you feel that way about yourself, it's going to manifest itself with the way you interact with people or things that you do. It just will. If your opinion is positive about yourself and you feel worthy and content and confident and like valuable and all kinds of positive emotions, then what you do or don't do, what you tolerate or don't tolerate is going to look a lot different than if you have a low opinion of yourself. So by doing this, stepping back and like doing the check, like what you're actually doing, now I made a mistake, like by like having these low opinions of yourself, like what you're actually doing, or good opinions, is you're actually either increasing or decreasing the evidence your brain comes up with to just justify like disliking yourself or hating yourself. Like you're just like collecting evidence. Yep. No. Yep. It's just how our brains work. So really, all of us believe something's actually wrong with us. We just do. And that's a whole other time for me to get in to talk about what our brain's doing. But so like I was saying, we actually believe that our opinions are just observations. Like we don't realize they're optional thoughts. And like we don't have to think something's wrong with us. We can actually choose to believe like we're wonderful. Did you know that? I want to recommend one thing, like do this. Grab a piece of paper and a pen. I want you to write down 12 things that you appreciate about yourself. Okay? If this sounds hard to you, all the more reason to do it. You're probably on the hamster wheel. Okay? It's important that you give it a try. Like you have to start somewhere. I don't care if you're uncomfortable and it's a struggle. I want you to try. Okay? Because the more we practice identifying and talking nice to ourselves or recognizing the things that we can appreciate about ourselves, you know what? We're going to get better at it. Okay? Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to learn, you have to do it. Even when it doesn't feel, even if it feels weird, you have to practice again and again and again. So when we practice talking nicely to ourselves, appreciating ourselves, we are practicing self-love, the opposite of self-loathing. Okay? This is how we get off the hamster wheel. Okay? All right. Thank you for being with me today on Marci's Minute. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you need help with this, reach out to me. I want to help you. Just DM me, get on the link on my bio, click on that for a consult call. I'm here and I want to help. All right. Talk to you next week.